Hello and welcome to Huzzah and Billy's podcast. Last weekend, I was lucky enough to get to Comicon. I can't say you were there, were you?
No, I didn't go to this one. I'm never going to get to go, that's the problem. I'm always working when it comes to the weekend, so one day eventually I'll need to go as a punter. Work them, but never been as a punter.
You'll need to get to it. It was actually pretty fun. This was my first. I've been to Collector Mania, because I tend to call it Kleptomania. And
Kleptomania?
That doesn't go over very well. But I've been to that a couple of times and it's rubbish. It's became so bad lately because
What's the problem with it?
everything that you can buy there,
Uh-huh.
I could go to town and just buy it.
Got it.
So there's no reason for me to go and spend hundreds of pounds because I'm like, well, I can get it just about the same price for the same thing.
I've not been in years. Like, last I remember when you went to Collectormania, it was like tons of memorabilia. It was all film sales, it was all old DVD, sorry,
Well,
old
still some of
VHSs, this, that, next thing.
They still had some of the film
Yeah.
sales, but
I'm guessing tons of tables of pops.
not as much as before, but
Really?
it's becoming very samey. What you seen last year was what you seen this year.
Got it.
But anyway, this time, the reason I went to Comic Con this time was me and a few of my friends decided to do the whole cosplay thing. That's right.
Dressing up?
Yes, that's right. I was Chung-Li, had the arse out. No. But we did come to a term for next year because of it, is there were so many scandalously clad people that we went, we know why they've done that. We came to a revelation. It was not because they're slutty. It's not because they want attention. Because the place is fucking roasting. I was melting.
So, right, okay, so no armour on because you're creating a little bit of ball soup.
Yeah, so next year I'm going to Zangief. I just have to wear red pants.
Do you know what? I've seen a guy do it.
Yeah.
No, not Zangief in particular. This was the one outfit that I seen that I was like, that's genius. Because all it was body paint. There was nothing else. I watched a guy walk about a con in his skants. Down to the bare bones. Wearing these little tighty whities. And Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. Like, he was dressed as a Titan from Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
So all he did was he drew on the muscles and drew on the wee teeth. And he was good. The only thing you need to be is buff.
Yes, that's my problem.
It helps.
What I was thinking is I could do, if I don't get buff, which is very likely not going to happen, is Zangief, as he's retired, put a bit of weight on, he's now friends with the bears he used to fight with.
Right, are you talking about basically being the global gym owner from Dodgeball, but afterwards the
Yes.
fucking Chuck Norris.
Yes. Yes. I walk about with a bear who's also got fat because we don't fight. But, oh yeah, back to the point. We were doing cosplaying. We were the Mario cast. Oh, how original, I hear you all say. We were apocalyptic Mario.
Something a little different, something edgy, something for kids.
Yes. Well, not for the kids. Fuck the kids. I wasn't there for kids.
Don't fuck the kids, you get done for that.
That's a fair point. I retract my statement to any kids out there. I will not fuck you. Just going to clear that up right now.
No kids were touched in the making of this podcast.
Yes. No. Yes. Is
Don't say no!
No, it felt like a double negative, so I didn't know how to answer it. Anyway, so we were doing Apocalyptic Mario because we wanted to do a group thing. So we went through the usual runs of doing maybe Street Fighter characters or doing some anime. We could do the whole run. And we had a quite cool one of everybody going as a version of Snake from Metal Gear Solid because there's that many iterations of him.
Oh, cool, like Snake throughout the ages.
Yeah. And then let's Steph doing like a girl version of Snake and stuff, so we could have this, which I thought was really cool. But then you just look like military people. And it's getting a bit bold to see military people.
Got you.
So my costume consisted of shaving my beard off, which was heartbreaking.
From a guy who can't grow facial hair, I can only imagine the pain.
You can't imagine the pain.
No.
You'll never experience this pain. See, people that have lost children don't have this kind of level of sadness I have in my soul for not having my beard.
Fair enough, so it's cold. It's going to be a cold winter.
Winter is coming for my face. At this point.
Not on your face.
Not on my face, just for my face. It's just everywhere it'll be nice and sunny. My face is just blasted with cold. But it's growing back, so.
Have you seen the Viking hats? I know it's a wee bit off subject, but have you ever seen the beanies?
Yeah, and they've got the beard on them.
It's got the beard on them. Like, it's as close as I'm going to get. So, like, you know what I mean? It's a good.
It would look good, isn't it?
It's a foot in the door.
Yeah. So I shaved off, got the moustache.
Okay.
What I did was instead of buying a hat for Luigi, I bought a wee helmet and spray painted the L on, and then wrote "Born to Squash" my Koopa kills on it. Which I didn't misspell Koopa.
I like the Koopa kills. That's quite cool. Like, I mean, obviously I know you're a massive Predator fan, so it kind of goes back to the tally marks and all the rest. But no, that's pretty sweet. I like that.
I think if I had to do it again, I'd buy a proper helmet though.
Right.
It was a wee toy helmet, and actually score it in and do it like a real army helmet.
So basically, you've got that kind of military paint, but then you've got the kind of
Yeah.
actual kind of silver lining through, as
Yeah.
if it's.
So as you have to just grab your bowie knife and you cut it in.
I was going to say it's the bone knife with the with the kills on it.
I had that. I had the dungarees. I had the dungarees rolled up quite a bit to show off the boots. Tore one arm off my jumper I was wearing, and dirtied up my arm, and then had a pauldron made out of a red Cooper shell.
Cool.
We were going to go green, but red ended up. We wanted to offset the costume. Then I had a fucking huge hammer.
I was going to say, where did the hammer come from? I seen a picture of the hammer.
Donkey Kong.
Really?
We took the idea from Donkey Kong because it was like Scott had a flamethrower because he was flaying Mario.
Makes sense.
David was doing Toad, but we gave him a grenade launcher that shoot out the wee bombs. So the
Yeah,
bombs that's in it.
The kabooms.
Yeah. So he had that, and he said idea of use a toad, poison you, toads. Yeah.
Makes sense.
Then
Just don't
Steph
like 'em.
was a medic. She was a medic.
Right.
So she had the star and stuff and mushrooms and things.
But was she dressed up as Princess Peach?
Yes, as a
Got it.
medic.
Oh, that makes sense. Makes sense. And plus, I like you've kissed it with the again. You're a post-apocalyptic convoy, but yet you've kept that kind of either survival / military kind of organisation. Very Battlefield.
Yes.
I like it.
Yes, we're trying to do RPG roles. Like I was the tank, so the big hammer. David was a grenadier, and Scott was a flamethrower
But no,
guy.
it's one of these ones. Like I think post-apocalyptic, you can throw into certain things and it really works. I think it's great. Like they've got there's a new DC run that's coming out. Also, they've redone Scooby-Doo, but they've redone. You remember Wacky Races back in the day?
Yeah, you showed me.
Yeah,
actually,
man, it looks mental. It looks very Mad Max and all the rest. It's quite cool. Like they're going to be like marauders and stuff kicking about. But no, like I like the fact you can put that filter on things, but not everything's been touched.
Yeah.
Again, not everyone's put the tomato sauce on everything.
Yeah.
So I mean, I like the fact you guys went for Mario, because Mario, it's bright, colourful. It's
Yeah.
Nintendo. It's for the kids.
We seen that Fallout version of it, and it gave us inspiration to
Oh,
do.
cool. So
they
they kind
did see that version of it was spot on. Though.
Right.
These are people who had.
So what did they go for? The blue suits and stuff? Or did
No,
they
they
do...
still had the overalls, so they looked
Right,
more like
okay.
my side of it. You know, with the blue overalls with
Got
the
you,
colour
got you.
underneath.
Mhm.
They had the pit boys and guns and the belts.
Got it. So it's more power armour than.
It's kind of more radar armour, but just
Got
done
it, got it.
basically better than us. They did a better version of us.
Not at all. Not at all. Not at all.
They're in America. We'll never see it. We win. It was the greatest moments when you walk by Mario and Luigi, of these children dressed as Mario and Luigi, and I'm sitting, nearly 6 foot, and this wee tiny thing with Luigi. I'm like, you're not Luigi. You've even got a mustache. And I felt very good and superior to people just there trying to have fun.
I love it. It's like the past meets the future. Like it's the case that it's all fun and everything's hunky dory the now, but you guys run in screaming "Beware China" and burst into flames as if you just came through time.
Well, I wasn't whispering to every other Mario and Luigi going, shit's gonna get real soon. Be prepared.
Or just like pick up something like the head of Toad or something like that and just cry, sob for a while, just so they know something happened.
Me and David had a running joke for a long time saying we became friends through the Mushroom Wars, and people who weren't there
Nice.
didn't know.
But again, you weren't there. Classic.
Yes.
Classic. You weren't there, man. You weren't there.
You don't know. But yeah, the con was okay. I bought myself t-shirts and posters and a sword.
Yeah, I see the t-shirt you're rocking one right now.
Yeah,
You got a-
Dragon Ball Z, obviously. And then I got one from the road just because it's got a Buddha on it.
Cool.
So I was like, I like Buddha, I like the wee Buddha statues and stuff.
Fits
And
in.
then my sword was from the road again, and a Sasuke sword. So don't judge me, people, for having a Sasuke sword. I'm going to sand it down and make it look cool.
Sounds good.
Because I've always wanted a real one, but these days you can't get them, so you do an alternative.
One thing, could you get moving for arse for elbows? Like, how was it?
Actually, pretty good because I'm not used to Collectomania.
Right.
You had some spots where you're like, I can't squeeze through, but quite a lot of the time you could take yourself out of the situation and have a bit of time just to stand and sit and whatever you want. It was not bad. I think my expectation on it was way too high.
Right.
I expect this.
You built it up. But again, that's the whole. It's the cosplay thing. You've spent X amount of time to fashion this stuff out. Get down to the nitty gritty, design it, get together with your pals, get the outfits on the go, get the chat on the go, your wee backstory, and then eventually, today's the day.
Yeah.
The queues are there. You're sitting waiting to get through. What really?
Because
I've never seen a con without a queue. Did you have security check, by the way? Did you
Nope.
need to take your hat? What?
Nothing.
Normally they have weapons check.
people were in there with metal baseball bats as Harley
For
Quinn.
Harley Quinn.
Real metal baseball
so
bats.
many Harley Quinns. Fucking Halloween's gonna be great.
Same with Joker. There was a lot of Jokers.
It's just and don't get me wrong, I've lived through Halloween when it was the Dark Knight and there was all the Heath Ledger Jokers and stuff. Don't get me wrong, it's going to be popular, I get it, but the only problem is, it's popular, everyone does it, and then, but every so often, like at one point in Halloween, so many Heath Ledgers everywhere. Don't get me wrong, a few people nailed it in the head and did it proper. Other people was a pure botch, quick effort as the case. You want to come out tonight? Cool, I'm going to slap some skulls on, do this wee act. And get really annoying because I'm drunk and I keep asking people about the skulls. But then I watched one guy, this classy gentleman, a class act. You can see the shadow almost come down the alleyway as he whistles. And he did Nicholson. And he was the gangster. Like, he was original, man. Michael Keaton, Joker.
Right, yeah.
The sharp smile that obviously his missus has done his makeup, it's on point. And he came down and he just kept going. And he kept having the smile when he leaned back. And I'm here. This guy isn't came out for Halloween. This guy is a cosplay artist that's found out tonight's another excuse to go out.
Oh yeah, that's what we were going to do. We were going to keep most of our costume for Halloween.
Good job.
But I'm not sure if I'm doing Halloween this year, so...
See how it goes. Still good time to go.
Yeah.
But I saw no lines, I can't believe that.
They had a weather warning, so because of that, they were letting people in a lot quicker.
Right.
Hence the lack of security checks, which I found was a bit of a disgrace because anybody could have came in with anything. So
any con that I've been to, like, don't get me wrong, every con that I've been to, I've been as a retailer. I've never been there as a punter. That's the thing about it. It's obviously a different limelight. But I went through one, so like, it was pretty much one that we did last year in Belgium. We rock up in the morning, it's the first day of trade, we went in the wrong exit. We were meant to meet our boss, we went in the public bit, so we're waiting these queues and we're just like, man, this is quite a bit to get in, there's a lot of people in here. I don't remember these many tables, and we're wait, shit, we're in the public bit. So we're like, we need to get out. But then the worst thing is, it's railing, so what they do is they snake everything up, makes sense, get space, get everyone in. We decide we can't back up. It's like you're on a slide in holiday. You've reached the top of the slide. You go, no, I'm not fucking doing that. But you turn around. There's people behind you. You can't get down that ladder. There's people half up the ladder. So like, it was the exact same as that. So we decided to just jimmy one of the railings and walk out, which everyone turned around like the fucking body snatchers. And I go, like, it's the same. So we were like, oh, we did a Wayne's World. We just held up our passes and kept walking with our heads down.
Epic.
We managed to get to the front of it, but the cool thing was we were getting to the front and we pretty much spoke to security. We were like, look, we went in the wrong exit, wrong entrance, sorry. Retailers here for the con, but we got to get a wee sample while my main guy's talking to one of the security. I'm looking at the weapons check, and it's insane, but it makes sense. Because they're taking apart certain guns cosplayers have got.
Especially if it's a big one in London, there is a chance of weapons actually being about.
Yeah, I mean,
especially with swords, it's very easy.
Also, you've got a lot of celebrities there. You've got certain celebrities at the big ones, and if you've got, say, you're going as like, I don't know, someone from like X-Men games, you could go with someone from Gears of War and have like your big lance and stuff. But inside that could be an actual gun. Yeah, that's the thing. Inside all that like fiberglass or whatever you've shaved down. So they're doing that. Or the one thing that I do love is watching anyone, if they're being like Naruto, as you're saying, that they're doing this, that next thing, samurai swords, blades. I watched a guy check his Final Fantasy sword. If that guy is carrying about a sword that is 5 to 6 foot, I highly doubt it's real, nor is it sharp.
Yeah, if he's just holding on his shoulder as if it means nothing. We seen it on Man at Arms when they made it, and he couldn't hold
two people to carry it.
Yeah. But
so security is kind of.
Yeah, but it was just. It was quite cool though, but it's like some of the stalls are really interesting. Big problem is with all these, because they need to go to popular culture as much now, there's a lot of net anime stuff which pissed me off.
We had
they had a Gundam stall.
Oh, that's cool.
I think in all they all got like 5 Gundams between all the
three. Well man, it's hard to get all the Bandai stuff in this country, so it's good to kind of have a place where you can get it. And again, cons have that anime pool, and you're right, like it's all pop culture now, but it's all focused on anime. The person that said it best the other day was my manager. He turned around and it was he was working with the cons over the weekend. He was working the Glasgow one, funnily enough, he was at that one.
I've never seen the A1 stall.
No, it could have been mentioned, but sometimes what they'll do is sometimes you'll find retailers share stalls. So like we've once did, because we do deals with Bandai, and we sell like the Power Ranger Legacy stuff, once the A1 stall wasn't an A1 stall, it was a Bandai stall.
Interesting.
So pretty much we came over and we had to work it. So pretty much the big wigs go up and they go, oh yeah, right, see you later, we're going for lunch. And then you just run the stall because it's technically your stock you paid for that you're selling. So it could have been stuff like that, but he said that there was a guy that rocked up and he says he was looking at a t-shirt, pretty much a couple of t-shirts that we had, and he started humming and hawing about it, and he was like, do you know, I don't know if I can get this t-shirt, and he's like, if I get it, that's all my money gone. And my manager's like, I find that a bit weird.
Yeah.
I'm like, how so? And he says, well, it's a $15 t-shirt.
Yeah.
The guy's got no other bags on him, but that's it. He says cons are different than back in the day. He says back in the day, he's like, I would take 300 quid, 400 quid, and I was like, I'd go and I'd spend, because that's all you did at a con. You lined up, you queued up, you spent. It was they live. It was, you know, keep going, buy. But he says now it's cosplay. It's mostly cosplay, and also it's very anime oriented.
That's what I took from it quite a bit, was
so many people sitting about, you know, round about stalls and stuff. They're not actually lining up for things. It's all just a big social meeting.
Yeah, which is cool.
Which is good. Don't get me wrong. I'm not shitting on that parade.
There still needs to be, because that's what I know.
Keep the economy going, man. Like
I didn't bring a lot of money.
Oh yeah.
I spent all in 30.
You probably spent most of the money on your suit. That's the one thing about cosplayers.
Yeah.
They end up spending a lot of money in their suits, so they don't have a lot of money coming.
But that's what I'm saying. Next year, even if I don't dress up or whatever, I am taking about £400. I'm saving up for it. I would happily save up about £500, because there was a Gundam 00 Gundam toy.
Now talk to me, Goose. I'm not sure about this.
Right, Gundam. I have spoken about Gundam with you.
Yeah.
Oh, 00 was like my dream. I have very, very vivid, good dreams about it.
Let me turn down the lights and talk with a bassy voice. One of those ones.
Yes, we would whisper about Gundam. Is that good?
Yes, but they had this. They had Scott actually sent me a link to one to get, and it's about £50. So it's one that's only about 30 centimeters high.
They all builder kits?
Yes, all of them. Even the big ones. But they had the big one at 250. Absolutely one. Because David bought a big one, and it does sit about 50 centimeters high.
Yeah.
And it's amazing to look at.
They're so intricate. That's the one thing.
It's got a simple one. So I'm going, imagine you've got a really complex one, because Double is quite complex, especially when he gets 7 swords. He's got swords in his legs.
7 swords.
He's got swords in his back. He's got swords in his arms. He has a sword.
More weaponry than Deadpool. That's amazing.
Yeah, and I wanted that, but I didn't get it because of, as you're saying, I didn't prepare for going to a con. My first con, so I didn't know any better. Same if I ever went to a gaming con now. If I ever decided to go to one, I would go with some power of money, just so that you could get a rare thing, a rare statue, a rare game edition.
That's it. Like I even said, like, I think it was the one in London. We went to the MCM in London, and I said to my boss, I was like, look, I would like to return. He's like, cool. He's like, we'll go down next year. I went, no, I don't want to work. Hell no. He was like, I don't want to work it, man. I want to go as a punter. I want to save up and go. Because what I told people about is a wee bit of advice, but also a wee bit of thought about a con. Now, you'll probably hear a lot of people talking about cons. It's the big up and coming thing, which is good, because cons have been about since the dawn of time, it seems.
Yeah.
But it's the case that a lot of people that are more the mainstream variety, more kind of random bits of the public, that aren't into that type of media, they aren't into that type of, you know, like genres of things, like be it manga or like collectibles, this and that next thing. It gets them into it.
Yeah.
Again, it's like new runs of comics and stuff, or movies as well. Like you've got your Batman, your Christopher Nolan movies, which gets people going, oh shit, this is really cool.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I've got comics about this. Oh wait, I get the back history, blah blah blah, and it gets them into it. Now, when it came to the con, the only way I can describe it, this pains me. This pains me, man. I've watched a couple of them so far.
Oh gosh.
The way I described it, when everyone was like, oh man, how was the con, man? I heard it was jumping. I heard it was sold out. I heard it was this. It's like going to one of the best club nights you could imagine, right? Party's going, everything's great, the music's amazing, everyone's there, great faces, everyone's done up, everyone's dressed up, it's fantastic. Best party, turn in the Millennia Party in New York, the ball's about to drop. You're working on the door. You know, like you hear shit, man. You hear people talking and all the rest, but you can't see anything. You can't move. You can't move from your stall.
Yeah.
That's the problem about it, because I walked it and you'd have people running up and going, oh, this is happening over here, and I'm like, what? And he's like, oh, there's like a fucking a tumbler that's over there, and they've got like all this stuff and like extra footage and like different wee press things for like rises coming out, and I'm like, oh, what? That's cool. And then next they're like, oh, there's a DeLorean over there, and I'm like, what's? Oh, there's an actual DeLorean. He went, not just an actual DeLorean, motherfucking Christopher Lloyd is like driving it, like he's sitting in the passenger seat, and you can get a photo. And I'm like, oh, what? The one that got me the most was there was a. This was only round the corner from us, right? This is literally the case. A couple of stalls away, someone had had an old school arcade machine of Street Fighter 2 Turbo. Now that's set up, and they had a leadership board. Pretty much you paid pennies, man, to step to the plate. But what they did was they did classic winner stays on.
Yeah.
So it wasn't just taking a bit. They had a leaderboard, but not did they just have a leaderboard. They had a projector and had it on the big screen, so everyone crowding around could see what's actually happening. Then the best part, they had someone going Joe Rogan. They had someone narrating it.
Nice.
The full thing. So all I can hear in the background is the noises of Street Fighter going on, struggling and tons of rummaging about, and then this guy giving it full tilt with everything. In the case, like, it goes sweet kick, dodge, dodge, hit, hit again, go, KO, and you're just like, oh shit. One guy went at it 10, in for a penny, in for a pound. I had to stop a sale. There was a sale that was going on. Somebody was buying a couple of hot toys, and I had to stop it because I was like, "Give me a minute, just a minute." I heard him get put out. This guy battle cried. Actually, battle cried. All I could think in my head is somebody's like, he's like punching his fist into buckets of ice. You know, to keep things going. Montage material happening, but it's mental. It's absolutely mental. Sorry, man, jump on.
No apologies needed. You're here to talk away. Well, my con wasn't as hectic as that. We just wandered. A lot of wandering and nothing to it. It's like I built this up too big. I'm expecting to be like San Diego and everything's epic. I'm not too big on the celebrity bits of it, so since doing signings, I don't care. I just wanted to look at toys. I wanted to look at toys, and I didn't even buy any toys. I bought clothes.
That's the whole thing though. It's the fact that it's what people are selling, because as you say, there's certain stalls that you've got which is stuff that you could pick up in the high street, or it's stuff that you could buy online. It's easily accessible. But again, there's those certain niche things that either people have stuff of your childhood, or they have stuff that is like pretty much a case like the Gundams. You see that certain Gundam, that 001, if you pick one up, it's not going to be the case that the guy cracks a box and puts it right back out again. No, that's it. Like that is that one that he's got. When that's gone, it's gone.
One of the best bits of it was the few occasions when people really recognised who we were and we got pictures as a crew together. So it was like all of us, and that was cool. We had a couple of...
I like people asking people for photos. It's quite cool.
So we had a couple of people that run like Facebook pages and Tumblr pages take pictures of us, and we were like, even better, because of the lighting, we're standing with my arm, and the way the dirt was on my arm, it made me look like I had a big bicep. I was like, yes! I was like, lighting and dirt! That's how you get ahead in this world. What is it you're wanting to cosplay as? Because you said you were wanting to do a bit of cosplaying for Halloween. Well, it's dressing up.
Well, dressing up for Halloween, but like I've wanted to cosplay for years now. Like I would love to do X, Y, and Z. And don't get me wrong, like I think I would want to wait until a wee bit better shape, a wee bit leaner. This firm lip mutton. I would like to do like also the likes of Ash and stuff like that. Maybe closed shirt for now, but ripped shirt when we're ready.
Oh, Dead Ash.
Evil Dead Ash. Yeah, I love to do that.
Bad days when you say Ash. The first thing that comes into my head is
Pokemon.
Want to be the very best. Yeah,
exactly. But yeah, no, like it's for this Halloween coming up. Pretty much me and my partner are going to be doing Tank Girl. She's going as Tank Girl. I'm going to be going as Booger. Booger, the counterpart to Tank Girl. It's basically her man, a massive kangaroo. So
I like how you just quite casually say it's her partner, a massive kangaroo, and then just walk on from that as if that's a normal thing to have.
In my world it is. You know, in my world, so, I live in the edge of reality hockey, which you normally know because my eyes roll about my head like marbles. So
please refrain it back and tell me why.
Why is a kangaroo?
Her, lover.
As a kangaroo, not in a pure weird bestiality way.
Yeah.
It's post-apocalyptic. You take what you're given, man. Like, you know what I mean?
I really can't argue with that. I think if worst comes to worst and a kangaroo came up to me,
kangaroo or hedgehog, cake or death?
I'll take cake.
I take cake.
I'll take
always take cake.
Yeah, of course I'd probably take cake over kangaroo.
Yeah. But it's like pretty much a case of Booger is a ran experiment in Tank Girl where pretty much what they're doing is there is a scientist that is breeding things. He's pretty much, again, it's kind of like back to Turtles without the ooze, but like taking certain people and making them into animals. This one is taking the reverse. It's taking animals and making them into humanoids. So pretty much there is a small kind of race that's been built of kangaroo humans. So basically larger kangaroos, all kind of built up, but still with all the aesthetics that a kangaroo would have. But Tank Girl is, again, it's a British made comic, but it's meant to be based in a post-apocalyptic Australia, where the resource for it isn't money, it isn't gold, it isn't bullets, it's water. Where pretty much water's in short supply, and there's companies that run it where pretty much they are the Mad Max marauders. They're going about place to place trying to survive, but at the same time they've got corporations that are trying to move in and stop them. So the costume so far that I've got is he always wears a certain t-shirt. A lot of the time it's kind of like see the Ben Sherman bullseye. The target. So basically a white t-shirt with the target. I'm going to buy just a pair of denims, I was going to put pretty much a pair of my high tops on and build foam around them for the kangaroo feet, and then put material over. But it was one of the guys in work was like, "Why don't you get a pair of clown shoes?" I'm like, "That's a fucking great idea."
And then just put
the material. It's like it's sorted, right?
Genius.
So when I seen the price of clown shoes, Jesus Christ, I want an official pair of clown shoes.
Oh, you don't want to just get crappy clown
Dude,
shoes.
they didn't say it in work that I couldn't wear clown shoes. Like, do you know what the best thing though is? I'm sitting in work right and I get in an argument with someone, and eventually I'm having this back and forth with this customer, and the guy's like, "Do you know what? No, I'm not having your shit. Treat me like I'm a fucking clown." I go, "What was that?" It's like,
I will not have you speak of clowns like this, good sir.
But yeah, so I've got them, so I can put them over it. We've got this new range. It's not Nerf guns; they're called Air Warriors, but they've got a Walking Dead range. This is pretty cool, man. They do like a rifle, a handgun, and they do a shotgun. The shotgun is like a sawn-off pump action. Cool thing about your darts, you load into shells. You put 2 shells in, so you have to fire them. Soon you click it, the shells pop out.
That is amazing.
It's just, I know, right?
Yeah.
So pretty much what I'm going to do is I bought some wee bit of primer that I'm going to get. I'm going to take the whole Nerf gun apart, prime it down, put on a white coat of paint, and then repaint it. But the cool thing is,
that's what Scott and that did with
I'm a wee bit in between beside myself, because like I could either keep it for another con, and I could just do it as a basic shotgun, and that means I could use it for Ash from Evil Dead, because he's got his boomstick, so they'd all work that way. But at the same time, I could make it kind of a bit more custom to it.
I think you should go more custom. And
Yeah,
just, if you
like,
want to do a shotgun, make it a
we
shotgun.
kind of tank girl drawings and stuff. I've managed to find a shotgun shell belt, and then avoid shotgun shells, but also you can't buy shotgun shells. Or even if I bought them from America, like used cartridges, they would just get bounced back at the border. So what I've done is I bought airsoft ones.
Yeah.
You fill them with BBs and they look legit.
Cool.
So
awesome.
For budget wise, I bought 4. We can't afford extendos or to reload. Well,
no shooting.
Ammunition is scarce in the post-apocalyptic world.
It would be. On that note, Nerf guns. It's not a Nerf gun or anything, but I was in one of the kind of big shops that sell everything, and I came across, which has to be the only time I've ever seen it, a full-size toy minigun.
A Gatling gun?
Where it was big for me. Like, I looked as if I had a gat. I nearly bought £25. I was like,
£25?
I needed this in my life.
Imagine leather in the postie as soon as you open the door.
That's the annoying thing, it just lights up and spins, it doesn't shoot anything.
Oh, right, well, that's still pretty cool.
If I could spin, I was like, that's pretty awesome, but
pretty sweet.
I'm just thinking, I could be the Terminator.
Do you know the best thing is?
Or Jesse Ventura.
It'd be your pals that have to tow you about on like a dolly, so you can basically be praised about a con with a Gatling gun.
Or I could do Jesse Ventura or Predator and be like, I'm a goddamn sexual Tyrannosaurus. Because, you know, his one makes things go on fire for some reason.
Because it's 80s and everything's combustible from trees to dirt. It's like Mo Man crashing his car.
The best scene in that was he was shooting at somebody on a wee platform, and he's like, "What guy shooting?" He's like, "Oh, I'm gonna get you." Starts shooting, blows the guy away, but then see the mountains in the distance, the trees were on fire.
You're like,
the whole wee bit of the forest started combusting. Like, that's not how bullets work.
How dry is this land? Like,
or the other scene with him was like that. Oh shit, you're bleeding, man. He's like, I ain't got time to bleed. And then he tells us shooting a grenade launcher. You got time to duck. You're like,
that's what you did there.
Brilliant.
Nice.
Yeah.
I got like, so when you're saying saving up money for a con, like, I would definitely save your pennies by, because it's one of these ones that at a con, again, there's certain items that you just can't buy anywhere else.
Yeah, because I've seen a couple of pretty cool limited edition, like Pop Toys and that. Like they had a Deadpool one that had these pony with them and stuff, and you go
the pony,
I was like going, that's actually really cool. That's something you'd want to say, I actually got this at a con.
Yeah. But then again, the whole thing as well is the fact that all your pops you can buy online, and you can buy them, but you also need to pay the postage. At a con, the great thing is you would think it's more expensive. It's actually cheaper.
It's like
you're not paying all your postage.
See, like quite a couple of the wee items are like unlimited ones. Either in all honesty, like a $5 of a difference or dearer. It's not dearer, but I think what I realised is I need to remember that cons aren't just for me. They're not just for adults that are into the culture.
You can't go spitting the dummy because the case of there's
all
no
about
in for me. It's about everyone.
It's for teenagers and kids. That's why you get the standard clad. It's all teenagers. That's what teenagers do. They try and rebel and they dress ridiculous. And they're into it more than I am, realistically.
Again,
I am more knowledgeable on it because I've watched and read and everything
But
since
also,
I was
when you enter
their
your
age.
20s, so when it comes to a t-shirt with ironic statements on it,
Yeah.
maybe left in teenage
I'm-
kids.
Come on, we're hitting closer to 30 than 20 these days. We have to leave some parts of that behind of. I'll still be into it.
I've got
but
a couple of months, man. I'm nearly 27. I'm going to die.
Yeah, don't worry. Life gets okay.
Okay. It's
Life is okay.
How's things? Mediocre at best.
I remember the worst time I realised that I was actually an adult was one time walking around IKEA, and when you're young you walked around IKEA, you played with things and you got
Play
bored
hide
very
and
quick.
seek, and you jump on chairs
Yeah.
and
Now-
lie on beds.
I was walking around and I was looking at this unit. Lovely wee unit, by the way.
Did you give it an MOT? You get a wee kick in the leg to see if it's
I was just
sturdy?
looking at it and I was opening the drawers and I'm like, good play. I'm going, I really like this unit. This would look really good in my room. Why am I talking about furniture? Why am I really in there? Or even worse, when you look at bedding or curtains and you're like,
And do you know what you're doing there? You're planning for your future because you're not going to get it now, you're going to get it later.
yeah, just sitting going, well, I'm going to be redecorating.
It's
soon,
one of these
so
ones, if
maybe
I'm
I'll
getting
do
the
that
nice bed, I
colour.
might as well get the curtains as well, actually.
See the bedding I've got and the curtains that I've got up right now was because of that reason. I went and bought orange bedding because I wanted that orange shawl thing. And I went, hey, we'll get the orange curtains to match. Then I was going to buy an orange cushion so that when I've got the orange out, I put this cushion away and have the orange cushion out.
You want to know how I think I'm also getting old? Because I really fucking appreciate your colour coordination.
Exactly. you come in and go, let the greys and everything match. You just wee bits finish. You know that having the one.
Right, okay, we do know this is a podcast, but in the same case, I want you to know that the feng shui is on point in
Yeah.
this place, man. It really is.
My ultimate dream furniture wise though is a wingback chair. I've already got a picture of one.
A wingback chair.
Yeah, I've got a picture of one. I'll show you. Nobody else can get to see, but we'll describe how beautiful this chair is in a moment. That I've actually got the webpage in my Google on my phone, never closed.
I love you, actually, yeah, just in case, so it's the dream.
I've closed it by accident.
This is what we said, it's all downhill from here.
Oh, there we go. There's it. Right, I'll show you. It's because it's like Hannibal's chairs.
I knew it was going to relate to something.
Look at
that looks comfy though.
Oh, imagine
This-
sitting watching the TV, or even better if you want to be a right pawns, sitting there with, you know, a coffee, or even better, brandy, in your book, and somebody walks in, and you're with your legs crossed, who's going, hello there.
I don't think
I'd
anyone
expect-
is ever going to walk in to see me swirling a brandy reading. It's more like, again, like fucking Goldman from Dodgeball. Let's go with the kids. Are you reading the dictionary? Yeah, I like to bring a mental sweat as well as a physical sweat. Are you reading it upside down? I like a challenge.
No, we said that about the brandy. You didn't realise you were talking for Huzzah and Bully. We're going to be brandy drinkers, even though I don't drink anymore, but we'll be brandy drinkers in our
Dude,
chairs.
at the moment I'm drinking a can of Monster Zero. I feel bad that it's zero because it doesn't make it any better. They've had to get no sugar because it's full of cancer. And then the worst part is, when I'm sitting drinking this here, I'm also feeling old because my stomach's getting a bit iffy.
There may be a short intermission while Chris goes and sorts that. No, I was a really horrible realisation of getting old, you know, when interior design and stuff starts really becoming
So
that.
pretty much a case of you're walking about a con filled with all different walks of life, and you're sitting going, I wonder what's in stock in IKEA.
Yeah, basically. It's like, that gets worse when it comes to my gaming. Like,
Yeah.
I got rid of my PlayStation, a big symbolic
GDNF.
gesture, but I still play Minecraft on the PC.
Yeah.
And as you've noticed, I'm very pernickety about my interiors in Minecraft because I want it to look pretty nice and inside. It is a game about killing zombies that are made of squares, and I am more focused on having a nice desk in my
No, but the
office
worst
space.
thing is the fact that yours looks like fine architecture. It doesn't look like Minecraft anymore. It's looking real.
Texture pack and
Very, very impressive, I might add, but still.
It's my Hannibal obsession. I couldn't help but build the office. I'll be building his house next door.
I'm, again, blown away by it, and I can't wait to see it. It's the same case.
Yeah.
See, one thing I would give out, see if we're jumping back onto cons, one bit of advice I would give to anyone if you've never been to a con before, go in, take the whole experience in, enjoy it. You don't need to cosplay, you can show up in a t-shirt
Yeah.
and sweatpants, it doesn't matter.
And you don't need to spend either. That's one
Yeah,
thing I would
man.
take for it, because I
Oh.
felt bad that I needed to spend, but that's just me. you can go there and genuinely just enjoy looking at all these things because ICW were there.
Yeah, they do the show. Yeah. So you've got
Get to see them.
You've got things on. You've got different bits. I mean, that's the thing when the cons get bigger. It's not just stalls. You've got all your retail parts, but also you've got the case that you've got Q&As with celebrities. You get celebrity signings.
Yeah.
You've got certain models you go and see. You also get premieres as well. Like they've had the London one because it's like a con on steroids. It's trying to kind of do the whole rival with San Diego. Them ones, pretty much what they've got is they've got a kind of E3 thing.
Oh,
so basically Sony are there.
We had that wee bit of esports thing, but it's tiny compared.
Aye, they've got samples of games and stuff, so pretty much you get a wee shot of playing a game that's maybe not really shit, which is quite cool. So there's hunters to do. It's a day out for everyone. It's for the kids, it's for the older guys, it's for the single guys, it's for the groups appeal, it's for everyone. The one thing I would say is if you're doing the 1 day, you're doing the 2 days. If you're going to do the 2 days of it, day 1 have fun.
And then day 2 do all your...
Do your shopping in day 2.
Yeah.
Pretty much do your cosplay. There's no point in walking about cosplay with Huzzah bags and stuff, especially if you're going to go spend a fortune. You could buy Huzzah things, you could buy one thing, and your mic could be gone all the same. The one thing to do is peruse. I always say, see, day 1, everyone runs in. Don't get me wrong, if a con has a certain limited edition thing to it, to that certain con, it's going to be sold out in the first day. Otherwise, walk around, take the whole thing in, see it. The next day, go about and do your pickings. Plus, the best thing, Sunday deals. Because you turn around and you go, you're going to need to pack that up, ain't you, pal? Oh, it's a lot of packaging. I could just take it off your hand for 40 quid. Mate, it's 90. But is it? Okay,
it's 40.
It's 40, alright, it's 40. Just take it. Like, yeah, man, you've got that. Like, I will say the one thing that paid me the most, as I stated previously, that a few of them have worked. I don't really get a chance to wander about and do this next thing. A stall right next to me. This broke my heart. The stall next to me at London, we were selling from your types of hot toys, your kind of luxurious 12-inch collectibles, Power Ranger stuff, Transformer stuff, t-shirts, hats, all the apparel that you could want. Next to us, this guy had my childhood.
Transformers?
No, I'm talking all the shit I couldn't afford. I'm talking about, like, from certain G1 Transformers, I'm talking about Mighty Max, I'm talking about the sets, I am talking old school figures, I am talking... Professor Gangrene, like Dr. X, all that kind of stuff. He had everything.
And you couldn't buy anything.
I bought one thing, but funnily enough, being my usual nature, I bought someone a birthday present rather than actually. It was good. It was a Mighty Max, man. It was a Dragon Island. I got it for Jay. Oh man, she wouldn't get it when she got it. But yeah, I get the cool thing as well is I got the guy's contact, and you get to meet the other retailers and say if you're a punter as well. If you're buying something off of someone, you're like, dude, this is awesome. Where you based? They could be based. Miles away, but everyone's got a website nowadays.
That's what we did. We got a lot of business cards, especially the Gundam one, because that's actually a good show because
you can't jump in anywhere in Glasgow and buy a Gundam.
No, you can't. I've never seen them. No. Actually, Tokyo Toys sell a couple crappy ones. But yes, we'll at Tokyo Toys. I hate Tokyo Toys.
It's
I shouldn't be slandering my business here.
No, not at all.
Oh my
sorry.
God. I remember I actually tried to apply for a job in there and they gave me the wrong email address. What a dick move.
There is a thing.
Could you imagine me with Pikachu hat on?
It's the whole thing. Is like there's a whole thing in Glasgow. Like there's a certain street that's owned. Everyone knows it. It's not a bad thing. It's basically a retailer's heaven. There's a certain row of shops and stuff that are owned all by the one family. And what they do is they jump on the beat, they jump on the pulse, they know it's popular when it comes up and then they cash in on it, which is, it's not bad to do. But the thing is, if you get the money to basically drop, open up shop, if you can actually do that, that's fine. But again, how long is it going to last?
Exactly.
Tokyo Toys opens up to cash in on an anime culture, which is a con culture.
Yeah, the biggest problem with Tokyo Toys is
kids don't want to stand about.
I have never seen it busy.
Yeah.
Never. And I've never seen the selection full. Yeah. Even though they go, oh, and we'll get these back in. And you realise you've got like the top maybe 4 mangas there.
Yeah.
Why is it you don't have all of them if you're only doing the popular ones?
It must also be quite a bad thing when Tokyo Toys, a shop that's meant to be so specific on this stuff, has a shitty selection next to Waterstones. Yes, who you wouldn't imagine would sell manga, and have a pretty good selection.
That's what I kept doing though, but every time I go in there, because I was looking for the Berserk manga because I was reading Gangster and they were told to read
I can
Berserk.
feel Simon's beard vibrate just talking about it. Oh, Berserk.
Well, I didn't know when I've got to Tokyo Toys. They have got to be the place that's going to have that. Guy didn't even know what Berserk was. I was like, you know, kind of. This is kind of a big one up there.
Dude, this is Geekaboo all over again. It's the same family-owned
So-
Geekaboo, and you walk in and then you mention something again. Don't get me wrong, I hate comic book shops where it's the case of like the Forbidden Planet stigma. No slander necessary.
Yeah.
But when you've got people that come in and they're just like, oh, if you don't know this, then why are you reading comics? No, everyone can read anything. It doesn't matter if I'm reading My Little Pony to fucking the New 52.
I'll give Forbidden Planet a do that with a selection of things is there when it comes to manga.
Yeah,
They're the place to go if you need a manga.
But again, you walk at
Comic-wise,
Geekaboo and
I
ask,
don't-
they're not going to know
Yeah.
because they don't hire people
Yeah.
that are involved in it.
We think here, all our opinions on this are our own and don't represent anything
Oh,
of
definitely.
like working situations and whatnot.
We're old and grouchy.
Yes,
That's
because
it.
I don't want to, you know, any of us to get into bother, even though no one really listens, but we still don't want people to get into bother with our opinions on things. So all opinions are our own.
Basically, when I start doing me rants, you'll find that Hockey just starts to kind of wave his hands in a way like, stop, don't. And I'm like, he's making a fun dance. I've now picked it up as a stop sign.
Yes, but no, I'm always up for a rant about Tokyo Toys and Geekaboo.
It's grinding the gears.
No, the annoying thing about Geekaboo is, more than anything,
What?
see it's stock on some things, because they'll just buy it. You know you're going to get something out of there, because the amount of times you end up getting pop toys from there, because they have everything that way. But I've went in a few times, they're starting to do a bit better with their staff, where instead of just hiring someone, a few of the people that are in there now kind of know what they're talking about. I'm like,
Yeah.
you don't need to be super knowledgeable. You don't even need to have no. You just have
definitely.
to have this much. Enough that I can go, hey, do you have any like Marvel pop toys? They go, they know what Marvel means.
Yes.
That kind
That's
because I've been in a couple of times and I spoke to a few of them, and what it is I was looking for, can't remember at the top of my head. I think it was a pop toy, like a specific one.
Mm-hmm.
It was Dragon Ball Z ones.
Oh, of course.
And I
Of
went,
course.
do you have any Dragon Ball Z pop toys in? And they went, what's Dragon Ball Z? I was
That
like,
must
it was-
taking you back a step.
yeah, because I was looking at the wall, and see, because I've got the huge wall of them,
Yeah.
I couldn't tell, because I thought at the top I couldn't see, and then somebody did come over and went, aye, we've got Dragon Ball Z ones up there, because I was finishing off my wee collection.
It's beautiful.
It's not finished, I still need to get Piccolo, Cell,
Dude, it's pops. It's never
Frame.
finished. I know what you mean.
but no, that'd be that set of them, see that
Got it,
initial
got you, Oh,
set
you
of
should
them?
get the one on Nimbus as well.
Yeah,
Cool.
that's Dragon Ball, so I've actually got the Dragon Ball set finished, got that in Bulma,
Mm-hmm.
so that's done.
That is.
But yeah, no, it was one of the moments I'm like,
Aye.
you just need to know your own stock. You don't
Exactly.
need to know the culture.
The difference is the case. I still don't get me wrong. I get people in my store that come in, and any time that they're talking away, not do you know this? Do you know that? Yeah, hands down, there's gonna be hundreds of things. But the good thing is because of that, I learn.
Yeah.
So I'll ask people,
yeah.
what's that, or like,
Yeah,
what's
yeah.
this, or where's it coming from?
They
This
just
and next
don't
thing.
have that in that.
It's also the case that we order our stock, we get this, so we know where it's coming from with the source. We get a wee bit of background, and learn on it. Especially if it's going to be popular, it's always good to do your research.
Yeah.
You can help people out.
Yeah.
See with them, it's the staff in there. It's not the staff's fault. It's the case that the way that their structure works is they will order from above, and then they're just opening up boxes.
Yeah.
So they're not really versed on anything.
Okay.
And they do it away where pretty much a catalogue that we order from, we order bits and bobs. They just order page after page after page, which works. You'll end up with a lot of extra stock because obviously something might not be hot, something. But again, that thing could be hot 2 months later, and you could bring out the stock room and sell it for double the price.
Very true.
But yeah, no, I know. It's just.
I think we'll take a wee step back from, bad mouth.
I'm getting
people.
flustered. I'm getting
'cause I can
flustered.
see the anger in your eyes. But that's- on the note of signings,
Cool.
I got my jock stuff signed, as I was kind of talking about earlier on.
Mhm.
It was yesterday.
Oh, you got to give the people at home a wee bit of kind of background on Jock.
Of course. Right, so people might know the movie. Quite a lot don't, because A-Team ruined it for everybody. They fucking ruined it. It was such a good movie, and it was ruined.
And they say I get flustered.
Shut up, Chris. There's a movie called The Losers, which I watched and thoroughly enjoyed. It turns out it's based on a comic book. So I read the comics, and the comic is done in this art style that's very sketchy, and right on my street I was getting over just looking at the things. And turns out the guy that drew them is from Glasgow. It's actually from East Kilbride, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
But he was doing a signing of his new art book, and me and a good friend of mine, Steph, decided to go and get our stuff signed. And we're standing outside, we're all calm, cool, collected with our comics, but this is easy enough. And we're like, yeah, we're just gonna sign him. It's just a guy. The minute we got inside the shop, we became six. going, oh my god, did he say? Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, did he say? Oh my god, what are you going to say to him? I don't know what you're going to say. I don't know. Do you shake his hand? I don't know. And then got to the front, calmed down a wee bit, and he went, hello now. Hello. And he started talking a wee bit, and we're like, oh, we love the Losers. We're actually big Losers fans. And he was like, oh, that's cool. Most people have came in because of Green Arrow and other bits and pieces.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, we know where you came from. You know what I was like, we're true fans.
Yeah.
And he signed my books, and he did this cool thing where he wrote your name in a wee speech bubble or screen.
I like these signature touches.
Yeah, because what it was is he had no art books left, and
Yeah.
it was just comics that he done. So he drew Green Arrow. So he had Green Arrow saying Chris, and then he had a wee signature next to
Again,
it.
that's the difference. Instead of someone coming up, and don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with picking up the art book and stuff.
Yeah.
That's a really wonderful thing to get. But the fact you get people that are coming in with their own collection to
Yeah.
show you, this is what I appreciate. This
'Cause
is what I appreciate of your work.
That's why I took in the Losers one, because that's what got me into him. Ever since I read loads, I follow him on Instagram, Twitter, and I ended up.
Because he's done quite a few things.
Yeah, he does a lot of cover variants. He's very big on that
Yeah.
now, from what I've seen. But yeah, loved it. Got a picture with him and a picture in it, and cheeser from
You
ear
can
to ear.
see so giddy.
Yeah, it was such a great day. I didn't even care that I looked fat as fuck in the picture. Like, I looked like a chump. I'm like, but I don't even care. Look at this guy. Because he did this wee point at me.
It's not a heavy face, it's just a wide smile.
You
That's
know,
what
it
it
was
is.
such a good day. But
So tell us, you were saying about what happened with a certain family that came in that was ahead of you.
oh yeah, that was a brilliant story. Me and Steph were just like, that is the nicest thing I've ever seen. Why I would imagine a celebrity doing a signing? Because as we were talking about earlier, quite a lot of signings, they'll say no, you can't shake it, you can't come
Can't
in
shake
for
his hand, you can't get a picture, you can't. Yeah, it's all very restricted.
Because we say to him, it's okay if we get a picture. He's like, oh, of course it is.
Yeah.
But there was a family in front of us, and they were getting quite a few books signed, and we're like, well, they're getting quite a lot. And we hear the woman talking, we're getting it signed for her daughter. She's a big fan, but she can't be here. And he went, is she free now though? They were like, yeah, give her a phone. And they phoned her, and he passed the phone to her, and he just started chatting away to her, and all I can imagine outside the phone going, ah, because that's what I would be like.
No, imagine that though, like your phone pretty much rings, it's your relation, and they pretty much go, oh, 2 seconds, so it's good, pass the phone over, and you're like, right, who's this going to be? And then some artist that you majorly appreciate 10 and doesn't goes, how you doing? You're like, hi.
Yes, exactly. Because that's what I was like when I just get to see him. But I would recommend going and getting any of your artwork signed by the artist, because I've got a funny feeling most artists are going to be like him. They're just going to be these kind of cool people. Frank Wilder was there for a wee bit as well.
Still can't believe that another guy, another legend walked straight in.
Yeah, it was funny because they both of them came in together, and then you watch Frank Wilder kind of running away back to his wee studio with his signed art book. I'm like, oh my god, he's a fan of someone else. You know, you never expect that. He's waiting just to be pals when they want a signed book. So it's kind of slightly humbling when you see that, when you go, even Frank Wilder is quite big now, you know, with the Batman ones he's done, and then Jupiter's Legacy. The fact that he was there to get his autograph, you're like,
That's
oh.
again, he's not just an artist, he's a fan at the same time. Do you know one that was quite funny? Like, I've had personal experience with signatures and stuff before, but this was actually like a friend of mine. It was a story that I seen that he posted online. Pretty much him and a Glasgow artist were on a ferry to Dunoon. And at one point he's sitting there and he's talking away and all the rest, and he sees this guy in the distance, a bald guy, and he goes, is that, I think that's Grant Morrison. And he goes, Grant Morrison? The Batman Grant Morrison? And they go, I think so. And he goes, well, what, more serious? No. You're the usual, you play it cool. No, not really. No, guys. Goes, oh, Grant! And he turns around and and he comes walking up to them, but he came walking up again like no one else had a Scooby who he was. I like that. I like the fact that because it's a certain thing, some people aren't him, but everyone else, he's just an average guy. He's just an average Joe. So he walked up and they signed their stuff, and like the one thing, them being artists as well, they want to get their sketchbooks signed because it's only paper they've got on them. But also he got a quick wee look at some of the drawings, so he's kind of like, oh, that's cool, this is that, and he did that signature. Oh, sweet Jesus. His signature, one is a beautiful signature alone. It ended in the Batman kill. He quickly scribbled a kill as the tail off to the signature, and I'm like, oh, so that's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool. Awesome. Okay, well, our half-hour runtime has kind of went over by 20 minutes, so I think it might be time to call it
If we must.
I think we should. I don't want to go any closer to an hour for these initial ones. So I would like to thank everybody for having a listen, and also thank you to Chris for coming on and giving us a hand with this.
Yeah.
And next time.
Until next time, good sir. Until next time.
Goodbye, everyone.